Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today's new daily, is to cast 40 creature spells. Nice and easy, though we'll probably be keeping this for a little while. Anyway, to kind of help work on the cast blue and red spells from the previous episode, we're going to be doing something that has a little bit of blue in it. That being a new Azorius Artifacts deck. Now again, as with most of my decks, I cannot take credit for the actual bringing together of the cards for this. That goes to, I believe that goes to Power Dragon. That is where I first saw this deck, and it's not quite the same. There's two things I added, some things I took away just because there were wild cards I didn't really want to spend for a card that I would probably only ever use in this deck. That being, I only had 2 copies of Grand Metatect. I didn't really see the need for a third. I also added 2 Restless Anchorage because it does, whenever it attacks, it does create a map token, which is an artifact which does play into a few of our cards, specifically Memory Guardian, Voyage Home, both of which have affinity for artifacts, which lowers their cost for the amount of artifacts you have, potentially taking Memory Guardian down to just a single blue, and Voyage Home just to a white and blue. Pretty great. And also Mendicant core Guidelight, where its ability is that its power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. So Mendicant core is kind of our big guy here, since a lot of what we have are either artifacts or they create artifacts in the form of Novice Inspector and Spyglass Siren, both of which are there because they create. This guy creates a clue, and this guy creates a map token. So easy artifacts. Also, Mendicant is most likely going to be the target for Leyline Axe, just because get that guy as strong as you can, double strike, trample, +1/+1, it's okay. But Mendicant core has Guidelight has the opportunity to be the absolute strongest thing on the field. So there's that. Other than that, other cards, we have, like I said, we have Grand Metatect. Other blue creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Not bad. Not too bad. But the real kicker is other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1, which is just a nice little way of helping boost our artifact creatures. Again, which is the majority of the deck. Nesting Pot has start your engines to help get that process started to get to max speed, which is another thing for Guidelight here. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1. If you do, copy it, but only when Guidelight is at max speed, so that is important. Also about Nesting Doll, when it dies, it creates a servo artifact creature token, so if it dies, you don't actually lose anything for your artifact, for your affinities, for Guidelight, stuff like that. Another creature, Diversion Unit, is a creature, but also a counter. It's also a counter, which is really nice. It's unfortunate you have to sacrifice it, but if you didn't have to, this would just be way too powerful. And that's pretty much it. We already talked about Memory Core, which is just a pretty strong flyer that you can eventually get out for just 1 blue, which is really nice. And let's look at our enchantments. We have Case of the Filched Falcon, which is really just here to create an artifact. But, to solve this, you control 3 or more artifacts, and then its solved ability. Put 4 +1/+1 counters on target non-creature artifact. It becomes a 0/0 blue or bird creature with flying in addition to its other types, which makes it an artifact, but also makes it a 4/4 flyer. For 3 mana, not bad. Case of the Getaway Express for some removal, and to give everything a nice little jump in power, just a +1 to power. And Get Lost for removal. That's the general idea. Voyage Home, again, eventually it can just be a 2 mana value, draw 3, gain 3 life, which is really nice. So yeah. That's the general idea for the deck. I have no idea how this is going to perform, but it is predominantly aggro focused, so that'll be good for me. And besides, I play what I play. I play what I play what I enjoy. And I'm hoping that I'll enjoy this. Okay, no, this is actually a decent start. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's fun. So, SlytherinKnight counter stack? Sadly, I probably won't be able to get anything going too quickly here. So if I could, that would be fantastic, but I don't think I'll be able to get anything going too fast. Oh, I should have played the Anchorage. It is what it is. Yeah, I should have played the Anchorage, because I would have played Novice Inspector anyway. And then I'd have 3 mana. Not that it would have really mattered all that much. I have to take the hit here. Alright, so do we want to go with... I kind of want to go with the unit, though it's not going to matter that much. Though it would give me a reasonable... a decent form of attack, so maybe we'll do that. Still trying to figure out... Obviously, this is the first game with this deck, so trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. High chance we'll just get rid of our unit here, which will be unfortunate. Funnily enough, I can play Guidelight next turn and Memory Guardian. Ouch. They're tapping something. Do they have like a Knight Errant? Is that what they're doing? Guardian of the Great Door. Huh. Yeah, we probably lose this match. Just, yeah. And that means I can't attack with you. So, yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, that is annoying. But it's okay. Ultimately, it's fine. Not every match can be a win. Alright. I mean, that's 12. That's 12 if I don't block. And I can block 2 damage of that, I guess. There's a Guidelight. Can do this to get some life back, but it would tap me completely. 3, is there anything worth getting rid of for 3? I mean, I lose next turn no matter what I do here. Could play that. Let's just do... get 9 back. It won't matter. Yeah, it really won't matter, but... at least we got some damage in, I guess. Definitely not how I would have preferred that match to go, but again, they can't all be wins. They cannot all be wins. Anyway, let's try it again. Let's try one more. Let's try one more match. Obviously, I'm not going to judge this deck just based on 2 matches. That'd be idiotic. So we'll hang on to it. Yeah, we'll hang on to it for a little while. Try it out here and there. Sure, actually. Yeah, I can get behind this. Nice. I'll actually probably play Mendicant next. Depends on what they play here. Nothing. See what they do here. Oh, okay. Okay. Sure, I'll take it, I guess. Okay. I'm a little lost for words just because I was not expecting my opponent to immediately concede when they saw Guidelight. I guess are there other like really good decks out there that use Guidelight? If there are, I'd like to see them. Anyway, we did level up with that. Did we? We got 2 mythics. Okay, let me see if I can pull those up. Okay, we got a copy of the Aether Spark. Nice. A unique planeswalker that's also equipment. This whole thing is, as long as the Aether Spark is attached to a creature, the Aether Spark can't be attacked and has whenever equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on the Aether Spark. Its +1 ability is to attach it to a target creature, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, a counter itself, which is nice. -5, draw 2 cards. -10, add 10 mana of any color. The idea being that you're mainly supposed to be getting loyalty counters from the damage you're doing to your opponent. Interesting. The other one is The Last Ride, just a single black mana, but it gets -X, where X is your life total. What? I mean, seriously, what? Well, I get the name of the card, The Last Ride. It's an easy thing to pop out, takes 1 black mana to do it, and it's a 13/13 reliant. I mean, it's never going to be a full 13/13, because it's always going to have some, it's always going to, at most, it'll be a 12/12. At most, it'll be a 12/12. But unless you have a win condition, or unless you have like a card out that has going negative, going to 0 does not mean you lose the game. I guess, I don't know. Oh, would that be interesting? Having, say, if you have -2, would that make it a 15/15? Because subtracting a negative is adding. Interesting. That match went obviously that last match went a lot faster than I had anticipated, but I am going to go ahead and still just wrap things up. This is not the last time we have seen this deck. Again, the first match was against a fairly powerful archetype currently, SlytherinKnight, SlytherinKnight tokens, stuff that relies on having a lot of things on the field to get stronger. So that's a hard one to deal with, especially if you can't get things going really, really quickly. And this artifact deck doesn't seem like to be one that is very fast in the beginning. And then the other one, our opponent just immediately conceded. So again, didn't really get to see it all that much. So next time, either white-blue pops up, next time we see just a generic cast creatures, attack with creatures, maybe we'll see this deck again. Depends on if I've looked up any other new ideas, and you never know. I might also just look up some ideas to make this one better, try out some different things. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? So anyway, if you happen to enjoy this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.